Did you know that London is the world's top financial hub, home to over 250 foreign banks, making it the perfect city to kickstart a career in finance? And right at the heart of this global powerhouse is the London School of Economics, or LSE, a university consistently ranked among the best in the world. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Trishna, a CA aspirant with a deep passion for finance, and I have been creating content on Masters in Finance for over a year now. In today's video, we are diving into the highly competitive and globally renowned MSc Finance and Economics program at the London School of Economics. So stick around till the end to see if this program is the right fit for you. In 2025, LSE was named University of the Year by The Times and the Sunday Times, and it ranks first in the UK. Globally, it's sixth in the QS World University Rankings by subject for economics, and its finance programs consistently sit in the top 10 worldwide. Not to mention, LSE was the first university in the UK to become carbon neutral in 2021, proving that it's as forward-thinking as it is prestigious. The MSc Finance and Economics program itself is highly competitive, with over 810 applications for just 52 spots in 2023, meaning an acceptance rate of around 6%. It's clear that getting into this program is a challenge, but it's worth it. Now let's talk about what everyone wants to know. LSE graduates from the MSc Finance and Economics program enjoy some of the best career outcomes in the world. According to the most recent data, 91% of graduates accepted a job offer within 3 months of finishing the program, and that number jumps to 97% within 6 months. These figures are based on a reporting rate of 98%, which means the data is highly reliable. The average starting salary for graduates is impressive, ranging from 60,000 to 70,000 euros annually, depending on the industry and location. Graduates typically land roles in investment banking, financial consulting, asset management, and even entrepreneurial ventures. Some top employers include JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, McKinsey & Company, Morgan Stanley, and Deutsche Bank, to name a few. If you dream of working in a global financial hub, this program offers a direct pathway. London itself remains the most popular destination for graduates, followed by major cities like Frankfurt, Hong Kong, Paris, and Shanghai. LSE also provides unmatched career support through its professional development program. Now, this begins even before the classes start during a pre-sessional course in August and includes CV workshops, mock interviews, networking events, and technical interview preparations. For those considering further studies, many graduates are accepted into PhD programs at leading institutions like Oxford, Stanford, and Columbia. The MSc Finance and Economics program comes with a premium price tag reflecting its global prestige. For the 2025-26 academic year, tuition fees are set at 38,000 euros for all students regardless of their home or overseas status. Know that this fees covers everything from registration and examinations to lecture and supervision. However, it doesn't include living expenses, which are estimated to be around 1,300 to 1,400 euros per month in London. While this might sound daunting, there are plenty of funding opportunities available, which we'll get into next. LSE offers a range of scholarships to help both domestic and international students manage the cost of their study. The most popular of them is the Graduate Support Scheme, which provides needs-based awards. To apply, you'll need an offer of admission and must submit your financial support applications by April 24, 2025. Other funding options include the Masters Awards and the Anniversary Scholarships. Students from specific regions or with particular academic backgrounds may also qualify for scholarships like the Sudipto Bhattacharya Scholarship or the MSc Finance and Economics Conversion Scholarship. For Indian students, platforms like We Make Scholars can help identify over 26,000 scholarships and secure education loans at reduced interest rates through public sector banks. Additionally, students who completed their undergraduate studies at LSE can receive a 10% discount on tuition fees. And let's not forget about government loans. The UK government offers a postgraduate loan of up to 12,000 euros for eligible students, which can help cover both tuition and living costs. Now, if you are an international student, obtaining the right visa is very important. Most students will need a student visa to study at LSE. The process involves a few key steps. First, confirmation of acceptance for studies. After accepting your offer, LSE will issue you a CAS statement. This is a unique reference number required for your visa application. Second is financial evidence. You'll need to prove that you have enough funds to cover your tuition fees and living costs. For London-based programs, the UK Home Office requires evidence of at least 1,300 euros per month for living expenses for a maximum of 9 months. Furthermore, if English isn't your first language, you'll need to provide proof of English language skills through tests like IELTS or TOEFL unless it's exempted for you. And lastly, visa fee. The student visa application fee is 490 euros, and you will also need to pay an immigration health surcharge of approximately 470 per year to access the UK's National Health Service. Once approved, the student visa allows you to work 20 hours per week during part-time and full-time during your holidays, giving you a chance to earn and gain work experience in the UK. Beyond the student visa, there are other visa options for staying in the UK after graduation. The graduate visa allows students to stay and work in the UK for up to 2 years regardless of their field of study or the job they take. Now, this is perfect for gaining work experience and exploring career opportunities in the UK. For those with long-term plans to work and settle in the UK, the skilled worker visa is the next step. It allows you to stay and work in the UK if you have been offered a qualifying job by a licensed employer. Other options include the Global Talent Visa, designed for individuals with exceptional skills, and then the Young India UK scheme, which allows Indian nationals to live, study and work in the UK for up to 2 years after their graduation. Overall, the UK provides plenty of opportunities for international students to work, gain experience and build a life after their graduation. LSE's MSc Finance and Economics program is as diverse as it is selective. Out of approximately 180 students, 94% of them are international, representing 44 different nationalities. The average age is just 22 and most students come from academic backgrounds like 38% in economics, 33% in finance and 16% in business. About 31% of the class is female, highlighting a growing trend of gender diversity in finance and economics. The program itself spans 10 months and is highly rigorous. It includes a pre-sessional course in mathematics and statistics to ensure all students have the necessary technical foundation. Core courses include financial economics, financial econometrics, and microeconomics. Students can also choose electives such as advanced financial economics, risk management, or sustainable finance. Unique to this program is the opportunity to complete a 6,000-word structured project in one elective course, which allows students to dive deeper into their chosen topic of interest. Getting into the MSc Finance and Economics program is no easy feat. The basic requirement is an undergraduate degree with at least upper second class honors or its international equivalent in a quantitative field such as economics, mathematics, engineering, or finance. A first-class degree significantly improves your chances as the competition is extremely high. In terms of academic preparation, you'll need a strong quantitative background, including at least 1 year of calculus and a semester of linear algebra. If you come from a STEM background, you may also be offered a fully funded place at LSE's summer school to strengthen your knowledge of microeconomics and econometrics. For applicants without a UK undergraduate degree, GRE or GMAT scores are mandatory. You'll need to demonstrate a strong quantitative performance, and these scores often play a key role in the admission process. Applicants with UK degrees may also submit GRE or GMAT scores if their academic performance doesn't meet the high standards. English language proficiency is another requirement. You'll need to meet LSE's standard English language requirement, which includes achieving specific scores in IELTS or TOEFL if English is not your first language. Work experience is not a formal requirement, but if you do have relevant internships or employment experience, it's worth highlighting them in your application. They can strengthen your profile and make them stand out. Lastly, a well-crafted statement of academic purpose is crucial. This should explain why you are interested in this program and how your academic and professional background aligns with its goal and what you hope to achieve after graduation. LSE looks for motivated candidates with clear aspirations, so take your time to make the documents compelling. Applications are submitted online through LSE's portal and the process involves a €95 application fee. Required documents include academic transcripts, 2 references, preferably academic, a CV, and your statement of academic purpose. GMAT or GRE scores should also be submitted if required. LSE operates on rolling admissions, so applying early is recommended, especially if you are seeking scholarships. Remember that incomplete applications are not considered, so double check that all your documents are in order before submission. So that was all about the MSc Finance and Economics program at the London School of Economics. If you're interested in other schools, you can check out our MIF How to Get In playlist. And if you have any questions, mention them in the comments below. We would love to answer them. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video.